Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be doing another makeup tutorial. This is going to be more of a pinkish nude look. I'm going to be using this, I think this is Maybelline. I don't know who this is. This palette's a little bit smeared, but this is the palette I'll be using. And then we're going to be working with these colors here. And I really like this palette right here because it gives you like a shade of pink, but it's more like a blush pink and a lot of mauves and nudes. So we're gonna dive in and I wanna just go detail on how I'm gonna do my makeup from the beginning to the end. And let me know if you guys like these type of makeup tutorials. Don't forget to like and subscribe and always hit your notification bell for upcoming videos. So we're gonna start with just blending out the dark corrector, the dark color corrector. Just with the damp sponge. I do this in a lot of videos. This really helps for the darker part of your skin just naturally, just making it more of an even complexion for when you're applying your makeup. I'm just going to be going in with my foundation. I'm going to be using the blending sponge. I actually been liking using this sponge lately. I feel like it has blended better for me, instead of using like a tool. Even though a brush is good too, I just feel like this really is easy to build up on, as well as it just goes into my skin so much better. As you can see, it's just blending really well. I definitely want to try a different foundation. I've been looking at the Bobbi Boss, and then I was thinking about NARS and then Fenty. So I'm going to be doing some reviews soon on those 3 different products to let you guys know what I think about it when it comes to how it applies and how it looks on brown complexion women. Okay, so I already put the concealer on my eyelid for primer. I'm going to be using a matte color. I'm really in a matte mood lately, you guys. I feel like it's bringing more a natural look for me. So I'm going to be using the Lovely color right here, which is like a light pink. Here's going to be the Monsoon, which is like a dark maroon. And then we're going to also come in with the Explode in my creases, just to accentuate a little bit more of a brown, so like it kind of just glides into that color instead of looking forced. Okay, now I'm still going to start doing my eyeshadow. I'm going to be using this pencil right here. I'm going to start with the Explode color, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about just one of my favorite cruises that I went on. So if a lot of people don't know, I've been on like, I would say between 10 to 13 cruises. I've been on doing cruises since I was like 12. I think that was my first one, or maybe 11. I'm not quite sure. But this one was really fun. I just found that I wasn't really prepared, because I went to the Bahamas and I wasn't prepared to be going to the water park Atlantis. So even though I had fun, I literally only brought a wig. So I never bring a wig to a water park. The person I went with didn't tell me that we were doing that. So when I went to the water park, I got on one of the slides. One of the slides was like a slide that like has like a sharks that you can see like throughout the glass, which is like super cool. But it was also scary, number one, because you're looking at these sharks like swimming. And so I'm looking at the sharks, but I forgot I had this like lace frontal on, and the wig literally came off. So I'm literally holding on to like the side of the wig as I'm like going into this water, and the water is so fast and it's coming down like that. So I got the water without my wig. And that ain't the first time my wig flew off, you know, in water, doing water activities. That's how I know for a fact, no more wigs during my water activity. I don't know how y'all keep them wigs on. And mine was glued. And I think I even got that one professionally done. So that wig came straight off. So now I'm going to be going in with the Monsoon dark color, doing more of a, like a, I would say like a triangular look, just to really accentuate my eyes. So anywho, one thing I can say that I was really upset about the trip was the next time I plan on going to this water park, because I want to go again, because the person that I went with, they were actually extremely boring, and they didn't get on any of the rides. So I literally was getting on the rides by myself. which upsetted me because I just hate when people invite you somewhere and don't participate. Like, I wasn't even planning on going to a water park in the Bahamas. That was not the plan. And then to go to a water park and then have somebody not participate with you. And then knowing Atlantis, if you've been there, you know most of the water rides are like hikes. So you gotta like hike up all these stairs. So imagine you by yourself walking up all these stairs. I went up like flights of stairs. And then sometimes you have to stand in line. So then some of them I was like standing in line by myself. I literally, that person was upset because we ended up leaving because I was mad because I wasn't going to get on any more rides by myself. Like, I'm sorry you paid for this ticket, but you need to participate. Like, if you knew you wasn't going to be getting on the rides, they got on one ride. It was the lazy river. Like, what? We could have did a lazy river at the water park in the States. Okay, so I decided to go in the creases with this dark chocolate brown on my Too Faced palette because I feel like it's really red and I kind of really want to bring out this like V look I'm going for. So I might have to actually add in a little black. Just mix the dark brown and the black together. Oh, that's just my fetch packet. I thought that was somebody at my door. So you see how now it's coming out? So that's what I kind of really wanted to do. I really was liking this kind of look I did because it really just, I don't know, it made the eyeshadow look just more pretty. And then it gives it like a mysterious look. This is really what I am aiming for. Now, off that story, you guys, I really do love like roller coasters and like rides and amusement parks. I'm not a big fan of like the like costume area where they'd be over there like singing and, you know, making all that type of noise. I like the area with the roller coasters. So I like to get on rides. I'm not the kind of person that's going to go to the amusement park and just sit there and hold bags because I can do that at home. But I definitely love adventure. I think I got that from growing up with my sister who's very adventurous like that, was always like taking me to just a whole bunch of amusement parks. She's the one who took me on a lot of cruises and everything. So I kind of just grew up doing stuff like that. Skiing. What else do I've done a lot of different sports too, but I mainly was more interested in like arts and like theater. But I used to play in the orchestra, which I really loved because I love classical music. And if you can guess what instrument I played, it was the viola. And I actually like the instrument better than the violin because the music notes were easier to read for me. I think that the violin music notes were just a tad bit more difficult. So I just preferred the viola. So I'm going to go in the crease area right here with the light pink just to pop it out. And I really like how this pink is. It's like a really nude, but it's light. So it's going to go really well with my blush. Yeah, this is going to go really well. And then I'm going to also put that pink just like a little bit in between where the brown was, so it can just bring out the pink a little bit more. I was thinking about some glitter, but I did say I wanted to go for a matte look, so we'll leave it like this. So another adventure that I tried was indoor skydiving. So I always wanted to go real skydiving, but I was just referred to try the indoor before I step on the outdoor. And I really don't know if it's a difference or if I really should have did that or changed my opinion based on that. But I really had a terrible experience. Like, it's complicated when you're going to skydiving because you have to have your head like held up a certain way to breathe because the way the air is like blowing in your face. And for me, I just couldn't get my head up. I couldn't keep my head up. It was just a struggle for me and I couldn't breathe. I had to get up out of there. So I was just always nervous since that experience if I was going to go through that again. I also decided to go in with a lighter pink because I just really wanted it to pop out. Okay, you guys, I'm going to tell you one more story. This one's kind of an embarrassing one. So we went on a family vacation, and I think this was in the Cayman Islands or this was in Jamaica. I don't really quite remember this one, but we went on this banana boat, like the family. So on the banana boat, I'd never been on a banana boat, so no one ever told me you had to like hold on to the front. Honestly, I don't know if I really was paying attention to the directions also, because I was all the way in the back and the dude that was speaking the directions is all the way in the front. So I was trying to fix my hair, okay? My sister called it she called me a beauty queen. So I'm trying to fix my hair so my hair don't get wet, because the man was telling us like the water's gonna like spray in our face. So as I'm like trying to fix my hair, they just take off on the boat. And you guys, when I say this was a terrible experience, I literally drowned. Like, because when they took off on the boat, I literally went this way. And they literally just dragged me through the water, and my mom was no help. They all behind me laughing at the same time. I'm trying to like keep my head afloat of the water. Yo guys, this was a terrible experience. I can't believe I'm telling this story because I never really tell this story. But I literally was drowning. They were dragging me through the water. It felt like 5 minutes. Finally, they stopped the boat. I had to get my head up out the water, readjust, and like literally my whole hair was messed up. So the whole purpose of me trying to fix my hair before they take off on a boat defeated. It was just done. So that was my experience on a banana boat. I never went back on it. I'm gonna try it again one day, but most definitely I'm gonna be holding on before they even take off. And I'm gonna be in the front so I can hear. So this is the eyeshadow look here. I put my eyeliner on. I did it on top and bottom. And then I took my smudge little pencil and smudged it a little bit more under my eye. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows. So this is gonna be real quick. I'm just gonna be blending it in a little bit, and then I'll be right back. Decided to show how I do my eyebrows because it could be some new people viewing the video. So I just go in and shade, and I do a little bit of outline as well, just so I don't have to do a lot of shading because I already just outline it. And then I typically have to just add me a little corner because my eyebrows, they kind of stop. So that's pretty much all I do. And then I go in with this angled brush to just blend it out on the ends to give more of an ombre look. Because most, you know, eyebrows go from light to dark naturally. And then I just shade it in. So just light brushing it. That way you don't have to do a lot of drawing. And then I usually just clean it up with my hand. Sometimes I'll do concealer if I'm trying to really pop out my eyebrows, which, you know what, I'll just do it for you guys today. I'll just do it. Honestly, I typically don't. I'm a little lazy because, like, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes it's just extra work. And then also I noticed sometimes it can look like really white under the eyebrow and kind of cakey. So now that I think about it, I'm gonna be real light because I'm going out in the sun and I don't want my face to be melting. Okay, for brows are, I'm literally stuttering. Okay, you guys, brows are done. I don't know what just happened right there. I'm gonna be putting on my concealer. Let me redo that. So I'm going to be going in with the concealer now. This is the NYX Golden Honey. So I'm going to be doing lighter than I normally do. And then if you look here on the eyebrows, I did them with the concealer so you guys can see the outline without it. I'm going to be doing just right here underneath the eye like this. And then I'm going to be doing my nose, top of the lip. And I always do a little bit. I'm not like big on like making it huge because number one, I use this little damp sponge and it blends it out. So you don't need to use so much. I'm telling you, trust me. Because I used to pile it up on my face and then notice I had like creases and I was just looking flaky under the eye. I was looking pale under the eye. It just wasn't really working in the beginning, because when I first started doing my makeup again, I really wasn't good with the trends. I wasn't up on the trends. I mean, good on the trends. I wasn't up on the trends. So I had to really just practice, and then really develop what works on my complexion and what works on my face, because I have a small head and I got high cheekbones, but I also have like a round face. I remember as a kid, people used to say I had like the little Cabbage Patch doll face, and then I got the Bratz doll. I resembled a doll, like some type of doll. I remember, this is random, but I think I was at a club. I think this was a gay club, and it was literally this gay man who said I look like a doll. He wanted to put me in like a shelf, like a museum. It was a creepy statement, honestly. When I look back on it, and I think that's what also made me not like people saying I look like a doll, because it just brought me back to that night with that man telling me he wanted to put me in a shelf and have me like there like a museum. That's a really creepy thing to say to somebody at a nightclub, especially somebody drinking. So I've had some experiences, y'all, with them clubs, with them people when they get drunk, saying the craziest things. So I've already went in with the setting powder, as you can see, but I'm going to go in with this bronzer, or, you know, I just got a little darker powder, however you want to call this. And I'm just going to go up lightly. Now, these brushes honestly work amazing. I got these from Amazon. Now, I can't say how they're going to work after I wash them, because, you know, sometimes after you do a certain amount of washes with these brushes, they start to fall apart, like right here at the end. So I'll keep y'all posted on how long they last after you wash them, because you need to wash your makeup brushes, you guys, like literally every week, because I've learned that me waiting like 2 weeks was starting to like break out my face. I was getting like pimples, and then also, you know, using products as well, and just experimenting a lot, but definitely had to do with these brushes. And it's definitely a really good way to clean your brushes is dipping it in the olive oil and cleaning with the Castile soap. And I feel like that oil works the best with getting out like dirt, and then the Castile soap is the best for cleaning when it comes to just antibacterial and making sure the soap comes out the brushes and the sponges, because sometimes if you use like dish soap or any kind of soap, I've learned that like the residue will stay in the brushes, so I'll be just rubbing dish soap on my face. But last but not least, I'll be using these eyelashes. I got them from Amazon. This is actually how they look, a pack of these. And I'm using the Duo glue, the darker Duo. And I'm going to let it dry and get a little tacky. And then I'm going to apply them on my eye. So I'll be right back with you guys. So this is the finished look. I'm loving it, you guys. I definitely love these eyelashes. I love this pink look. I did do a dark brown on the outer lip and then a nice light pink on the middle. These are the colors I used. Well, you can't see the dark brown, but there's the pink. Now, I hope you guys like this tutorial and just the little stories that I shared about myself. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and always hit your notification bell for new videos. And stay tuned. I'll be posting more tutorials just like this of different makeup and different looks. So have a great day.